Here we are.
Hello. Hello, how are you?
Oh, it's been one of those days today.
Has it?
Yeah.
Well, I escaped at work.
Yeah.
You could have done me at home today, couldn't you?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I've been working. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us.
Hello.
So, we have no official guest this week.
No, we haven't.
But we do have a plan for that.
Yes, we do.
So, I will be, when we get a few more people in the room, I'm going to be dropping the link. And if anyone wants to join us and have a chat, they can do. How's that sound?
Yeah, and then we don't know who's coming on because...
No. Surprise for us.
Yeah.
Surprise for the guests. How's that sound?
There we go.
There we go.
Just if you want to come on, just come on.
That's it. So let's say hello to everybody we've got in the room so far. We have Barry in the room. Or
That's
Azza. We have Scott in the room. Hello, Scott. Thanks for joining us. We have Stephen. We have Chris. Hi, Chris. Chris has got a really sensual voice, by the way.
Has he?
Yeah, he's really smooth and he's got a really lovely American accent.
Wow.
He has.
Okay.
I fancy his voice.
You fancy his voice well, Chris?
And his pork sword.
And his pork sword. Lovely.
No.
Everybody loves the pork sword.
Welcome to our live, by the way. So we have Paul in the house. Hi, Paul. John. We have Nigel. Thanks for joining us, Nigel. We missed live Friday. I know it's every other week, but I really did miss Nigel's live.
It's every other week. I generally thought it was every week.
Yeah, I know. No, it's every other week. And we missed it. So.
Well, Barry was sat waiting. He kept refreshing YouTube.
He did indeed. So I will. Right.
I'll give you a £5 for the t-shirt. I'm sure if you really wanted one, Tony could order you one, Barry.
It's not happening. It's my t-shirt and it's not for sale.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit strict, isn't it? And what we're also going to be doing today is we're going to be doing, have you seen from the title, Sampling Sunday. So
this could be dangerous.
This is going to be very dangerous. So what I'm going to do, I've got 2 boxes of samples here. I'm going to randomly just select and we're just going to spray and see how we get on.
Oh God, okay.
See what Becca thinks. What do you think about that?
I'm going to try and not use any other animal, what's the word? Animal...
Expressions, animal associations.
Associations, that's it. No more animal asses.
We have, by the way, because our thing doesn't seem to be going live on there, we have Marcus in the house.
Hello, Marcus.
I will have one out of that big box in the garage.
I'll have one out of that big box in the garage?
Yeah.
Have one what?
A sample.
Oh, okay.
So let me show you the sample.
Barry, you've got enough.
Yeah, all right, Barry.
Yeah,
greedy.
Barry, greedy.
All right, so here we go. So this is my box of samples. We have
Whoa.
a few different things in there. And on top of that, I was thinking maybe we could do that. Becca hasn't smelt these.
Oh no.
So we could do that.
We could.
We could.
If we're all feeling a little bit brave.
We have a few more samples in there too. So we have got a lot of samples.
Oh, Barry wants a t-shirt. You weren't talking about your samples.
Oh, it's not having a t-shirt. It's not for sale.
It's not for sale.
No, it's not for sale because then I'll be seen as someone that's big-headed that wants to just sell my merch. I've got to wait till...
Everybody knows your head's like.
Yeah, I do, to be fair.
Probably
We have 16 people in the house already, even though we've got no mystery guest.
I know. Maybe people don't realise we haven't got a mystery guest.
Maybe. But no, thank you for everyone else that's joining us. We have Brandon in the house. Sorry if I look down. It's because we can't really read the comments because we're using the phone to stream this. So we've also got a spare phone, my old phone, just to...
burn a phone, babe.
Burn a phone. This is my drug phone.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Don't take drugs, kids.
This will allow me to read the comments. So I apologise if we look down at all. You'll know why we're looking down. I'm not looking somewhere else where I shouldn't be. We have Catch My Whiff in the house. We've said Paul. Got Jim. Thanks, Jim, for joining us. We have Brandon.
Got everybody.
So I'm glad I'm not the only one with far too many samples hanging around. Oh, you know what? I don't think in a lifetime I could get through all these samples.
Probably wouldn't want to as well.
Some of them.
Some of them might smell like camel butts.
Look who we have in the house.
Yo, Sexy Pete.
We have Killer. We have Richard. We We have a nice little bunch in here tonight.
No, I'm not being funny
Sydney.
though. Why do you get the t-shirt and I don't get one?
Do you want one?
I think we've got a bit of a hierarchy going on here. You just uses me for Sundays.
Yeah,
That's what it is, isn't it?
She's heavily used.
Oh,
There we go. Lovely, eh?
burn.
So, have we got anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone else? No one else in the house. So, what should we start with? Shall we drop the link?
What, if anybody wants to come on?
Yeah, shall we drop the link?
Yeah, go on then.
Okay, we're going to drop the link. If anyone wants to come on and say hello, you don't have to stay very long. It could just be a quick chat, and then you can disappear again if you want to.
Yeah, you can fuck off.
We could have more than one. Jeez, I'm not monetised yet. We'll get I'll get like a black name.
Oh,
Mike
really?
gets my name. Yeah.
Oh, you're not allowed to swear?
Yeah, stop being a twat.
Oh. Sorry, good job I didn't drop the C-bomb.
Yep. So we are going to drop the link into the live. If anyone wants to come on and have a little chat with us, here we go. So we thought we'd do
Ooh,
something
look
a
at
bit different
that.
this week.
Potty mouth, yeah,
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
That's because I worked in the motor trade for far too long.
Yeah. Motor trade makes you swear too much, doesn't it?
It tarnishes you.
It certainly does.
Yeah.
So we're going to be keeping an eye on a little box on there that says guests. If anyone would like to join us, then obviously just press the link, enter into the studio. We'll see a little sign pop up to say someone is in the studio, and we will get them in to say hello.
There we go. Have you got any Barry beefs this week? Anything that's really effed you off? There you go.
Barry's beef this week.
Beep!
Not
Barry
having,
beef? Have you not got one?
don't think I have.
Really?
You haven't upset me this week.
There is a first.
It's usually about Becca my beefs, to be fair.
Oh,
but
well.
got no Becca beefs this week.
Brilliant.
Got no Barry beefs.
Have you not got any Barry beefs at
I
all?
don't think I have. No, don't think I have. I'll tell you what. I can't speak today.
Are you having a stroke?
My only beef that I've got this week is that I've got to go work tonight again. I'm back to Sunday, back to working tonight.
Yeah, it's only 2 days.
Yeah, it's only 2 days.
It's only 2 days. It's only 2 days.
But apart from that,
Do I have a Barry's beef? Do you have any boners? You must have a boner.
yeah, I have got a boner.
You have got a boner.
I've got a boner. You ready? This is my boner.
This is his big boner. Da, 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 da.
Also linked in with what have I got in this week. That's my boner of the week. So I got Los Angeles. Why have I got? There we go. And Istanbul.
Ooh.
So that's my boner of the week.
That is your boner of the week.
They're my babies. If my boys try and nick these, I'll make them eat them. That's how
What?
bad
So
it'll be.
instead of like flushing my mouth out with soap,
Yeah.
you're just gonna open your boy's mouth and just in the mouth.
They will eat it. So that is I'm so excited, and they are both beauts, aren't they? They are beauts. They're pretty special.
They are pretty special.
So that's my boner of the week. Have you got any boners or beefs of the week?
Beefs of the week is just normal stuff.
Okay.
Like, you boys are just messy.
Are we?
Yeah. Just mess everywhere. Do you know what? I'd be glad when schools reopen and they're not here 24/7.
Yeah.
Yeah, just go. Just go. Just go. But bonus of the week.
Paul says I'm a lucky soul.
Boner of the week.
Abdul Khan has said, "Why great pickups? I need to get them." You do. I would. You know what? I would say definitely LA is the safest blind buy. Got the right one. That is like literally the safest blind buy. I think it's a very unisex fragrance. It's gorgeous. So sorry, David, just because I see the comments flashing up.
No, I can't even think of any. Because we haven't got the guest, I haven't gone through my normal protocol.
No.
I've not been very glamorous today. It's literally just been housework, entertaining Pickle, wash the dogs. I washed the dogs because Jackson just looked like a homeless dog.
Yeah.
So I washed the dogs. I was very nearly late because I was putting stuff in the tumble dryer.
Yeah.
And
We were late.
Well,
Very
we're
not
always
nearly,
late.
mate. We were late. Yeah.
Well, we're not as late as what we would normally be.
No, we're
There
not.
you go. But no, I haven't got any.
You
I
like
thought
no
you might
beefs?
have had some.
No beefs. Not really many boners. It's been a pretty uneventful week, really.
It has been a bit crap, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Am I allowed to say crap?
Yeah, you're allowed to say that.
Is that PG?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought Tony was looking clean.
Tony was looking.
He washed the dogs. See, I'm there with you. Nice. Did you get a discount from your Discovery set? Yes, I got the discount off of London, Russell.
Oh yeah, because he brought me London first.
Sorry, Paul. Hi, Russell. Thanks for joining, by the way. Yeah, so we've got 3 now, haven't we? We've got those and we've got London, which you've got.
Yes.
So.
Yes.
Right, let me ask you a question.
Oh no.
No, it's a good question.
Oh, okay.
So, right, we have got, if we were going to get the whole set from Galavant,
Right.
we've got 5 more officially to get until he
Okay.
releases a new one.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You get to pick the next one.
Oh well, I can't remember what they all smell like.
What are you going to pick?
I don't know. It's very hard to remember what these things smell like, though.
Right, I'm going to spray 2 for you. And
I
then
find
you've
it
got to
quite. I find it quite humorous when I put my scent of the day on, because I am getting quite technical with stuff like that. And then John asked me, "What's it smell like?" And I'm like, "I don't know. It just smells nice."
pick. Just smells nice.
Yeah, I have got a confession, John. When you asked me what princess smelled like, I googled it.
You googled it, did you?
I googled it.
You're usually pretty good at picking associations and what things smell like. Those. You don't need to do that. Just tell us what it smells like.
Nice things.
Sweets and marshmallows.
Marshmallows. The description actually was something about marshmallows on green tea, which I think I actually wrote back to him.
Yeah.
Such a letdown.
I
Such a letdown.
Right, so we're going to go between. I'm going to spray 2 things for Becca. These are the 2 I think that she would like, and we're going to see which one she think that she would like.
I don't like the green one. Is it Amsterdam?
That's Berlin.
Berlin. I don't like Berlin because it is a little bit too green.
Right, so first we're going to spray. We're spraying there. What one's that?
Tel Aviv. Oh no, I like that one. That
Tel
was
Aviv.
my choice between that or London.
This is very, to me, very pretty.
Yeah, you won't be able to get away with it.
No, not at all. Personally, it's not my cup of tea for me, but for you, it smells very pretty on you.
Yeah.
Especially
So,
what you're wearing today, actually.
well, yeah.
Now,
Very girly today.
and the next one I'm spraying. We have Claire in the house. Hello. Hello. Hello, Claire. There's an inside joke there
Why?
because I'm speaking really high because my normal voice is, hello, my name's Tony. Hello.
Why is that inside joke?
Oh, you'll see later.
Oh, okay.
Right, so Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
Have a smell of that one, babe. See what you think.
Oh, that smells like fizzy lemons.
It does. See? You said what it smelled like. You didn't Google it.
I didn't
You didn't Google it. Oh, by the way, cheers, everybody. Cheers.
That smells like sherbet. Do you know when you open a dib dab?
Mhm.
I love dib dabs.
Yep.
They're a little bit messy though, because you look like you've been snorting coke when you've been eating dib dab.
You don't want to put your nose in it, babe.
Well, you know, if you're gonna have one, you might as well just enjoy it. I would probably.
Thanks, Stephen. I love this beer. Fantastic stuff.
Right, hang on. Is there any girls in this chat that dye their own hair?
Right.
Just bear with me. So, just let me know if there's anybody that dyes their own hair. I would probably pick what was that one? Brooklyn. Is that Brooklyn?
Yeah, it's Brooklyn.
Yeah, so I'd pick Brooklyn first.
Would you?
Yeah.
What, over Tel Aviv?
Yeah. So nobody's right. So if anybody, I'll tell you why. If anybody dyes their own hair, and when you open the tub, open the bottle, your dog's going to know bear with me. When you open the bottle of the hair dye, oh look, Claire, do you know when you first open the bottle of dye and you get that whiff? It sounds really bad of ammonia. That's not what I'm saying it smells like. But it just reminds me a little bit, tiny little bit, of hair dye. In a good way, if that even is a good thing. I don't know. Don't know where I'm going with this. It's nice. I wanted to pick this over London. Well, I had London and then I had Tel Aviv and I couldn't work out which one I wanted. But does smell a tiny, tiny little bit like hair dye. The Garnier one. So it smells a little bit like hair dye.
What does? What one?
This one.
Sorry, people.
It's nice.
What one's that? Tel Aviv or Brooklyn?
Tel Aviv.
It smells a little bit like hair dye.
Yeah.
Is it? It smells quite flowery, I think. It smells like pink flowers to me. Roses.
It does.
It smells
Just
rosy.
saying, it just reminds me of when you crack open a bottle of hair dye
Mhm.
and that ammonia type. I know that sounds really bad. I did say it sounds really bad, but it's not really bad.
You like it?
I like it.
Would you own it? I think you would.
I would, but it's that one where I have to be in the right mood because I think it would give me a little bit of a headache.
You know what?
It's a little bit heady.
This is really, really selfish of me because I get enough fragrances, but I'm so happy. I'm so happy I'm so happy that you picked Brooklyn because, like, literally that's next on my list.
Yeah, I'd go for Brooklyn.
So if I picked another two up at once, I'd pick up Brooklyn and Tokyo.
They smell like fizzy lemon dib dabs. Yeah,
Nice, isn't
it's
it?
good.
Yeah, really fizzy.
Mm-hmm.
Love it. Right, so what else have we got here? What's going on? What's going on? Used to dye my hair back in the music days.
Ooh.
Ooh. What colour did you go for, Brandon? We have Maya in the house. Hi, Maya.
Hi, Maya.
Hi, thanks for joining us. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop the link again. No one wants to join us, babe.
Oh, well, that's very disappointing, isn't it?
The link is there. It's open to anybody. If you want to come on and join us, have a little chat, please do.
Yeah.
There's the link.
There's the link.
There's the link. It's coming on the channel any moment.
Nobody wanted to come.
No.
Oh,
No one likes us.
disappointing.
Shall we get on some testing?
Oh,
Shall we get on some testing?
do you really want me to do some testing? I could offend quite a lot of people right now.
Yeah, I'm going to do some testing.
Oh, God.
Right.
Oh, no. That looks very oody.
Right. Close your eyes a second.
Oh,
I want to show them something.
oh, can I just turn away?
Yeah, turn away.
I turn away.
Turn away. Don't look. Don't look. So this is from... Don't look. You're looking.
That's from Scentualise, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Is it not? Okay, can I open?
Yeah, you can open.
Oh, no.
Oh, ready.
Oh, no.
This is... Apologies, sorry. I'll just have to be careful with opening this because I don't want to go everywhere.
Is it a roll on?
It's on a dabber.
It's on a dabber?
It's on a dabber, right.
Oh, God.
I want to see what you think of this. So this is called Cashmere Musk
Musk?
by Siren Scents.
Oh, no. Oh,
It's oil.
why is it like...
It's oil. What do you think that looks like? Can you show the camera?
Oh, you can't really see it.
Oh, there we go, get the angle.
It's a bit blobby. It's like it's got some form of like weird stuff.
Do you like it?
No.
Give it a good whiff.
I fucking hate it. Oh, sorry.
Hi Sal, thanks for joining us. Our crazy show. Is it an
Oh.
attar? Yes, it is.
What is that?
Yeah, it's very oody. It's very, very musky, very animalic, and I'll tell you that story. I tried this on in the showroom at work. I received it in the post.
It's got like white bits in it.
I had to go. And, I think it's going a bit funny. Look, it's going crystallised in the bottle. I'm not sure why it's doing that.
Oh,
So I wouldn't. It's gone all crystallised. Look, can you see? I don't know if you can see that, people, but it's like gone a bit white in the bottle.
lovely.
So, yeah, it's quite natural. I think too natural for it to go like that. It has to be.
It's disgusting.
So yeah, it's not the best, is it?
It honks.
Oh, sorry, bear with me 1 second.
It is disgusting.
Yeah.
No,
Right,
not for me.
not for you, no.
Not for me.
We have a Chloe lock in the house. You guys are cute. Well, I am. Oh, thank you. No, stop it.
Stop it. Carry on.
Yeah. We're not being serious when we do rubbish like that. We do not take ourselves too seriously.
No.
Becca winds me up to say that my ego's big and stuff, but
Did you see his
literally-
picture? Oh, my boner of the week is your like, what do I even call it? Your model. Shall I do an impression? Hang on, here we go. Give me a bottle.
Just like that.
Here we go.
What about that?
Let me get this is his model pose. Hang on. Move your arm.
Sorry.
Go for the fact. Ready? I flicked through my newsfeed and I was like, hold the front door. Who is this? Hello. Look at me. And then he proceeds that evening to read me all of the comments.
I loved it. I loved it.
All of the comments.
Yeah.
Oh, babe, look at this. So-and-so said this about me. So-and-so said this. And, oh my God. Sorry.
Russell's put, have you recovered from the big squirt, Scott? Have I recovered from the big squirt as well? No, not really. It's Claire's fault.
Claire made you do a big
I
squirt.
squirted all over myself, babe.
Did you? Oh. Wow. Squirting all over the place.
I did, yeah. Got a bit.
Brilliant. Hilarious.
So, hi, Sal, if I haven't said hello already. Right, I'm going to get you to try something else.
Oh, don't. Just stop giving me all the camel asses ones.
Hi, Matt. No, I'm going to try and do something you might like this time.
Oh, okay.
Right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. This isn't your style, I don't think. I'm not going to show you what's on the bottle.
Not a lot is my style, let's be fair.
But what I'll do, if you can just look that way just a sec, I just
Okay.
want to show people what I'm going to be.
Squirting.
Can you see that? There we go. I think I've got it. Let me give it a good spray.
Oh no. What is
Did you all
this?
see that? I hope you see it.
What is this?
Right. This might upset people if you don't like it, by the way.
Oh, bloody hell. Okay.
It might upset one person in the room that I know
What?
really likes this.
Who?
Yeah.
Oh no.
No, I quite like it.
It's very old school.
Yeah, it's definitely old school. Yeah.
Very sort of right. So hang on.
Would you say this is unisex, first of all?
No, I wouldn't. Of course not.
What do you think is masculine?
Yeah, there is no way a woman would wear that. Oh no, why?
Maybe they would.
Well, they're very brave if they would.
You're going to upset a lot of people.
Oh man, why did you give it to me? Right, hang on.
Hi,
Right,
Nick.
okay.
Thanks for joining, mate.
There's one note in that I don't like.
Go on. It is very unisex, Matt. You're right.
What? Oh, brilliant. Oh, see, I wouldn't say it is. That is very manly scent.
I can see how you would say that. I can see that.
Right, so am I right in saying like the top notes are the ones that hit you first? Is that right?
Yeah.
Right, okay. Very nice top notes.
Mm-hmm.
Very sort of like, is there any citrus in that?
Yeah, some citrus in it, yeah.
Lemon?
Maybe bergamot. I'm not sure. I haven't looked up the notes for a long time.
Right, so the top notes, lovely. I like it.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, there's this note that's very barnyardy,
Okay.
which I don't like.
It's not got oud or anything in it,
It sort of reminds me of a farm.
does it?
Yeah, like a cow pen.
Okay. I believe it's quite an expensive fragrance.
So I don't dislike it. I don't like turn my nose up at it.
Yeah.
The top notes are really nice.
For someone that's just put LOL that I know really likes this.
Oh, Maya. It's just that one little note that I can't. It's very farmyardy. It smells like it should. It has got oud in it, but you've just said it hasn't.
I don't think it has, no. I mean, Maya might be able to correct me, but I don't think it's got oud in.
Do you know, like when you go, you sniff something really quick, like, oh, that's nice, and then all of a sudden you're like, yeah, I don't really like it. There's just something in it that my nose doesn't. I personally don't.
I tell you, let me have a sniff. Let me try and explain it.
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah, I do. Now, this takes me back to old school perfumery.
It's very old school.
So this
very
reminds me of something that would be released in the 70s or 80s.
Well, that's before my time.
Yeah. It is very unisex, but I can see how you would say it's masculine.
Show me the bottle. Oh, God. There we go, Maya.
Coromandel by Chanel.
It's just...
Yeah, it's the patchouli that's put. That was split opinion. Yeah, it's
everything else in it, if you take that note away, it would actually be really nice.
It's very
it's just that
it's very Chanel. It's old school Chanel to me. It's an old school Chanel fragrance. It reminds me of a slightly warmer version of Chanel No. 5.
So I don't like Chanel.
A slightly warmer version of that.
Do you see what I mean?
Slightly
it's just
sweet, slightly sweeter version of it.
It's just that note.
Maya's put white chocolate, amber.
See, I like white chocolate and I like amber.
Yeah.
But there's just something in it that it's just very barnyardy.
I think you'd need to let it settle on your skin, see if you'd like it.
And that would give me a headache. There's something in that would give me a headache. Like Chanel No. 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, to be fair, you're not a fan of that, are you?
I can't wear Chanel No. 5 because it is so heady.
Yeah.
It's like walking into a Lush shop and you're thinking, well, okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's just too much. So I don't dislike it.
Mm-hmm.
There's just something in it I would take away from it.
There it goes.
See? That's not very bad.
Sal's put, I haven't tried this one, haven't had much luck with the Chanel frag so far, so I'm not sure if it's for me. Matt, I'm loving the leather of ours version. So everyone's praising Matt for a lot of these lovely creations.
Here we go.
Let it settle, says Maya. And she's laughing. She's not offended.
It's
we all like what we like, and if you don't like it, you don't like it.
I'm not a massive
hey, empty scents. Hello, mate.
heady scent person, am I?
No, you do like things quite sweet, I would say.
Quite light.
Yeah.
Yeah, like maroons.
There we go. So Jim's put Brandon definitely need to do that. I don't know what Brandon said. Apologies. Can't see.
Oh, it's stick on my nose.
Oh, no, here we go. Jim, you should get a sample of Sticky Fingers. Great patchouli fag. Not tried that either.
Sticky Fingers?
Patchouli can be off-putting for some, so that's probably the note in there.
And do you know what? That probably is because some actual flowers, like real life flowers, like lilies or anything that's really strong flowery scents, I hate.
Patchouli can be quite chocolatey, which is probably why Maya gets white chocolate from it. Patchouli can come across as quite chocolatey. In some fragrances, patchouli is really well done. I think there's some patchouli in...
Majuli?
I think there's some patchouli in some of our favourite fragrances. The Chronic, I think, has got some patchouli in it.
It's just very... I can feel it, like, just... It's just up my nose. I feel like I need to sneeze, and I'm trying not to sneeze. Yeah, that would be a 4.
Don't like that, no?
No. Well, yeah, no, I don't like it.
Right, let's move on and do another one. Let's move on. Right, I'm going to spray something that I think you're really, really going to like.
Okay.
I'm going to try and find it. Just bear with me, people. Sorry for being rude and looking away from the camera.
Bear with.
It is by Jack's Faith.
Who?
Jack's Faith. Faith. I can't say it.
Which one is it, babe?
I'm trying to find it. I think it's in the blue one. 1 second. Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Right, so John will know about this. I know he's tried this. I'm not sure if anyone else has tried it, but I'm guessing. Hold that up to the camera, see if it focuses.
No, it doesn't. Oh, blog style.
There we go.
You're a vlogger.
So we've got Curacao Bay by Jack's Theft.
Jack's Faff. It sounds like Jack's, like, Faff is something rude.
Jack's Bay. So this is a French company. And
Oh,
I
well, you've
bought-
just offended every single French person. Jack's
Sorry.
Faff.
What's it say? Russell's put, Tony, you're not meant to be selling motors, then talking videos of fragrance bottles. Totally agree, Matt. John's put, oh yes, I remember this. Totally agree, Matt. I have samples. Looking forward to them. Right. So I know John, I think I remember John liking this.
Okay.
I bought all these when they did a whole sample set really cheaply. I picked these up. I believe it was just postage. And you got the whole lot and I just paid the postage, I believe. That's how I remember it. I've had them for some time.
I believe.
And there's
Oh,
not
it's
much
a
in
bit
there.
blue. Okay.
So I don't know if you can see the colour of the juice there. And it is a bit blue. And I've got no notes, but I think you'll guess a couple.
Okay.
No notes to hand, but I think I remember what this smells like.
Okay.
Let's give this a go.
Am I going to like this?
Yeah, you will. I think you will now.
Okay.
This will be different to some of the other things that we
Come on,
smell.
butts.
Yeah, very easy.
Very easy.
You can smell it from here, I think.
Ooh. That's nice.
I know your style.
It's very fresh. Very light. Very summery.
It is very summery.
Coconut?
Coconut, definitely. Doesn't have the notes in here. But if someone wants to, it's a blue frag. She's got to love it. Matt, this is.
Have we got a guess? Why has it got one next door to the guess?
Oh, hold on a moment.
Oh.
What have we got going on here?
Oh.
We have a guest. So transmission interrupted. I'm really excited by this actually.
There we go. Put it down.
But
Let's just scrap that. We
you
have
like that?
people.
We have people. And we have
Before
more
you
than
get
one.
me into trouble
Right, here we go.
anymore.
Right, let's go. Right, everybody, if you could welcome our very special guest.
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Here we go. Ooh.
Hey!
Hey!
Hello.
Oh no, we got the
we
same
can't hear. I think
problem.
we've got the same problem. We can't hear you.
It was silenced you, sorry.
1 second.
Hang on.
Ah, Barry, can you do me
Can
a
you?
favour?
What?
If I don't want to end the stream, if I don't want to come out of the stream, could I kick you out and then come back in? Is that all right? Yeah.
You've
Thank
got
you.
to like unsilence him, haven't you?
Yeah, I think I've got to unsilence
Okay.
you somehow. I'm going to kick you out, but my phone is unsilenced now. I think what happens is my phone is on silent because of work, and I think what happens is that when I invite someone in, if my phone's on silent, it doesn't. I can't hear you. I think me just switching it doesn't work. So I'm going to kick you out, but then we'll get you straight back in. So let me get rid of you from the stream.
Right. What did we do last time?
We came out and let them speak. Could anyone else hear Barry at all? Could you just let us know if you heard Barry? We need a thumbs up if you heard Barry.
Yes.
Yeah, right, sorry. So it is us again. Right, let's get Barry back in. Bear with me.
Is there unmute? There we go. Shall we try?
Hello.
No.
No.
No, they
We
can't
still
hear.
can't hear you.
Oh my
this
God.
always
Talk
happens,
inside.
Tony.
Right, I tell you what, Barry, could you do me a favour? Could you hold the stream for a moment? If you could hold the stream for a moment, Barry, we'll come out and go back in. Is that all right?
Just chat.
Just chat.
Yeah.
We'll come out.
Hang on.
Hey everyone, this is the Barry on the show. This is the wife who has to put up with me. Say hello.
Hi.
She keeps hiding. And this is my daughter Evie. Say hello, Evie.
Hello.
Evie.
Did you just call me Evie?
Yeah. Evie.
We've took over.
Who's in then? Barry's gone fishing. What you on about? The wife's name is Beth. She's not used to this.
What's calibrating?
You can hear us now then.
What are you doing?
So annoying.
So unprofessional. What did you do last time? You unmuted somebody.
Carry on, Barry. Sorry.
Smiling.
Do you want us to leave and then
With
come
Barry.
back?
Yeah, we can hear Barry on my phone actually. If you could, Barry, completely. Could you come out completely? Is that all right?
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, just completely come out the stream. And if you end it from your end, I'll get you back in. Right.
Oh, so.
I don't know what's going on. I hate my phone. I thought this was the way forward, but it's let us down now with Chris, and it's let us down now. I don't know how I fixed it. I think it was a fluke. We'll
You just kind of unsilenced them.
plug earphones into your phone and hear him that way. We possibly could. I tried that last time and that didn't work. So bear with me one moment.
We don't actually have any normal headphones. We only have your AirPods.
Well, we do have some normal earphones. I don't know what they are. Oh, no, I do. Hold on. Let me go and get some headphones. You
Oh,
talk.
brilliant. Honestly, I'm pretty sure other YouTubers do not have this problem. And I'm pretty sure other YouTubers weren't doing their washing before a live stream, sorting out children's stuff. I mean, oh dear. So, hang on. What do we have? Hold the stream base. Literally, talk about turtle heads right now. What do we talk about? What should I talk about? Does anybody want to ask me a question? Ask a question. Because I don't really know what to say. What's everybody been up to? Has anybody had a good do a Joe Wicks? I should start doing TikTok, shouldn't I? Turtle heads, yeah, turtle heading right now. What's for dinner? Well, I've already had dinner. It was just simple chicken, just a little bit of chicken, salted. What did it say? Oh dear. How's Tony's cake habit going? Well, how's your cake habit going?
Not good.
Not good. Not good at all.
Not good. Right, so if I plug these in, I think what we did last time, Bex, I think we just came out the stream. I think we came out completely. So we'll get Barry in one more time. We'll try again. And hopefully it worked, because it has worked before when I do ever add anybody in. So let's try it.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I think we're all right now, Barry.
There
Hey,
we go.
hey. Can you hear us?
Hey.
Hello, mate. Sorry about that. It's working now.
Didn't even need the
No
headphones.
worries.
Right, so I've learned something, Barry. I don't ever do this. If you've got your phone on silent and you're using your phone to stream, make sure it's not on silent before you start the stream.
Right, you need to move that extra.
Okay, we can use headphones the same, but then it's going to be difficult to do. But thanks for joining us. Hello,
No
Barry's
worries.
family.
Hi.
Hello, nice to meet you.
You too. Heard a lot about you.
Have you?
Well, heard a lot of you, should I say?
Does Barry ever shut up about fragrances?
No.
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 Does he get-
Every time he comes down, he's like, smell this, smell this, smell here, smell here.
We've been on lockdown together, so the only person you can ask that is some random people in the supermarket. So you're stuck with it, I think.
Oh, I need to do that.
He is the random person in the supermarket.
Oh look, is that your little puppy?
So who have we got,
Yeah.
Barry? Introduce us. We've got
This
Coco.
This is Coco.
Yeah.
Coco Chanel.
Oh.
We've got Evie, my daughter, and my wife, Beth.
Beth.
Yeah, Beth. She
Not-
has to put
not-
up with everything.
Me too.
Yeah. I can imagine that.
And
Yeah.
how old
Well-
is Evie?
7.
Evie? 7. So she's
Yeah.
one in a year below Phoebe, I think, then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Excellent. Well, thanks for coming on, Barry. That was unexpected.
There we go.
Yeah, no worries.
So you keeping all right?
Yeah, all good, thanks.
I don't know what to say to you about taking the mic. Have you got any new fragrances in?
Yeah, daily.
We had the Gallivant ones come, didn't we? So you quite like London, don't you?
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
Saturday's delivery. Then Bobby another one tomorrow.
I had
I
t-shirts today, didn't I?
We need an intervention, don't we?
Yeah.
We do.
We need a helpline. I think John's got the number.
Has John got that helpline? Has he?
Yeah, I think
he'll
he's got the
share it,
number.
has he? Excellent. So, what's been your what have you been doing up to at the weekend? Have you been up to anything?
We went to the park, didn't we, today?
Yeah, today.
And we've realised that the dog barks at everyone and anything.
Oh my goodness. Literally, Jackson is the same. It's so
He's
embarrassing.
a proper yapper.
Yeah.
Little dog syndrome.
Yeah, she's one of these where she's like a lick's worse than a bark.
Yeah.
Oh, bless her. Is she getting on all right? How is puppy training?
I want to hear too.
It's going okay.
It's going all right. We had the odd accident.
Has she destroyed anything?
No.
No.
She keeps running off with socks and stuff like that.
Dogs
My
love socks. Literally, how many socks did Teddy used to take when he was a pup?
We'll hang stuff up. We don't like to put too much in the tumble dryer. We got a conservatory here, right that way from us, and we hang things up in the conservatory all the time to dry. We've got an area out there, and Teddy will always find a sock somewhere on that area. He'll
And
go
it's
out.
always my socks.
He always picks us, and then you can't catch him because he knows he shouldn't have it. And you go, "What have you got?" And he just runs. He can't get him.
Literally.
So they've got characters, haven't they? They certainly have.
Yeah, they are.
So, Evie, what
She
would
can't
you
hear ya.
say?
She can't hear
Hang
you.
on,
Oh,
Sonny, hang on.
So,
Go on then.
Evie, what would you say you like Daddy to smell like? What is Daddy's worst fragrance that he's got?
That one that he wore the other day to the park.
Which one was it?
I don't know what it was.
It was one of Vitor's. One of those 2 ouds that I had to try.
Did you actually wear it?
Yeah. I wore it to the park. I wore one on one arm and the other one on another arm to the park. And they was like walking 10 yards in front of me.
He makes me smell everything.
Yeah, it doesn't smell good, does it? Ood.
No.
Good stuff. No, I can't get my head round it yet either, Barry. So I'm probably with you. Bex would be exactly the same as Beth.
Well, you know I am. You know what I call it. Everybody takes the mick out of me.
Smells like a camel's bum. That's what she says.
I've not smelt a camel's bum before.
I don't. Bex hasn't. I'm
I
not
haven't
aware
smelled
of
a
it.
camel's bum. No. Yeah, I think I just associate it with what the camels smelt like in Egypt.
Yeah.
Yeah, they honk.
To be fair to Vitor, I mean, I did get the worst 2 ouds, and he has said he's going to send me the other one, so I look forward to trying the better one. You had the best deal, Tony, by far.
I certainly did. And you know what? I dreamt up that tag video because it wasn't because I didn't like them all. They were
Because you didn't like us.
They were a bit challenging for me. They weren't to my taste, and I thought, well, there's no point in them just sitting there. I don't want Vitor to be offended and send them back to him. So, what could I do to get other people to experience them? My idea was actually for him to go to someone like Marcus or someone that likes something a bit darker.
Yeah.
So I knew John would like them, so I tagged John, and I thought John would maybe pick someone that would like Oud. And then they went to Lizzie, and they went on from there.
So I blame Scott.
Blame Scott. Now Scott did like them, didn't he? And he would have liked probably the one that John picked as well.
But John and Scott are doing something together, and they're talking about sending me more ouds. I've told him. Beth's going to be knocking on their door.
See, at least We personally didn't send them to you, Barry. So
Can't blame us.
can't blame us.
So, Beth,
Yeah.
have you? If there was another hobby that Barry could do that you'd be more happy with, is there
DIY.
DIY? Brilliant.
What about going to the pub?
No. A paintbrush and a paint.
But like I say to Becca, I'm going to stick up for him a little bit because there could be a lot worse things he could be doing. A lot
Yep.
worse. So the only problem is obviously it costs a little bit of money, but Barry's channel's growing. You've got to be proud of him for that. And there will become a point where he probably won't want any more. He's reviewed all...
Really?
No,
Barry's
I know
face.
you can't see the end to it. There's no light at the moment, but there might be one day. Hold on to that thought.
The end will be when there's no shelving left.
I think there will be companies that will eventually get in contact with Barry and he won't have to go out and seek stuff
Yeah.
as
right.
much. It will get to that point, Barry, it will, because you're
I-
very likeable.
As long as we get shares in DPD, we'll be fine.
He's already got shares in one, haven't you, Baz?
Barry, where do you keep all your fragrance?
Everywhere.
Yeah, it's a bit of a problem at the moment. We're even talking about redesigning the bedroom to fit more in.
No, we weren't. We were talking about redesigning the bedroom, and now we've got to fit them in.
Do you want a built-in wardrobe? So I was thinking, well, I could have a third of that because there's a third extra space.
What, just to put your fragrance? Just have shelving units? Do you know, like, when you get
Yeah,
those...
in the one side.
Yeah, do you know when you get those wardrobes that are specifically designed for your bedroom, and you've got like tie racks and sock drawers? You could just say, "I just want something designed for fragrance." There you go.
That's it. Exactly.
Don't encourage him.
See, Bex, when I started this, I'm not sure if you reacted the same way, Bex, but when I started this little journey of mine, this mad, crazy thing that we do,
I'm back.
I started acquiring a few fragrances, nothing major, and they were all really cheap because our budget couldn't allow us to go, dropping £100 on something when we had stuff to pay for. But they kept growing. I kept finding, like with you, Barry, I kept finding perfume parlour. Perfume parlour's a perfect example.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
they're a cheap way of trying new things.
Yeah.
And these bottles kept appearing. And Becca kept saying to me, "You don't need any more fragrance. Stop
That's
buying.
exactly what she said.
Stop buying more fragrance." And then eventually I had to come clean and say, "Look, I've started a new Instagram page and I've run out of things I can take photos of. I need more." And she's like, "You don't need any more." Well, eventually she came round and she got it. And now, as you know, she's heavily involved in that journey and goes on the channel like we are now and takes the photos. The deal was, though, Barry, I've got a bit of a beef with Becca. The deal was, I started...
Barry's beef.
At the start of lockdown, I started training her with her boxing. And the deal was,
Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah.
I would give her a training session on the pads. She would get her workout because she wanted to get fit. And in payment, for one session, I would get one photo per day. So I'll
Okay.
train her once a day, which I can do really well, by the way, if anyone wants any training. And Becca enjoyed that, loved it, and she'd have to give me one photo in response. What did she go and do instead, Barry, after she started taking a few more photos? She set up her own page, didn't she?
I know, yeah.
Hang on a minute.
Not happy about that. I was meant to get the photos, not her.
Hang on a minute.
And then she gained commission.
It was actually Tony and Vitor who encouraged me to set up my own Instagram page. So technically, sprouting some lies there, Barry.
I'm showing off as usual. I'm showing off as usual. She always says to me all the time, I get a bit carried away when I'm talking to people.
Likes to show off to his
and she's
friends,
like, "Stop
sorry."
showing off to your mates." And she says that in front of my mates. She's like, "Stop showing off." Just belittles me straight away. She's like, "Stop showing off in front of your mates."
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I know
Everyone
exactly where you're
gets
coming from
watching
there,
the
Tom.
live chat.
Stop
I
it.
am chatting.
Have you enjoyed
You gotta
homeschooling?
do what you gotta do.
How's that been going?
Looks nice.
For two very different children.
Right.
One who wants to learn, one who doesn't.
That's always the way, though. The boys just want to
boy-girl
go
thing.
off and do whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
It's a boy-girl thing. Trying to get a boy to concentrate for more than 5 minutes is impossible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got to a point now where by about 11, 11:30, they've finished the work for the day, and then that's them done. So
Which
they
I don't.
That's the way forward. It is.
Yeah, I don't think that's actually that bad. Like I said to Tony, you know, as long as they do the main things, maths, English, reading.
Well, they're doing it all. They're doing it all, but they crack on that quick that they try and get it all done, and so that they've got the rest of the time to themselves. As long as they get it done, that's all we're happy with.
Oh, 100%. And do you know what I find challenging, which I don't or think the schools 100% get, is when you go back to work full time, and like Phoebe goes to my mum and dad's.
Yeah.
We can't then expect my mum and dad to homeschool.
No.
So what are you meant to do?
It's
just
the whole
very
family.
I think our school, we've been very lucky. Our school have been very lenient, though. They basically said, look, as long as she's doing her maths, as long as she's doing her English, as long as she's reading, then she's fine. Don't panic.
We're not
she's in the
teachers,
year-
are we? We're parents. We're not teachers.
And they're in a year group where I don't think they need to learn, obviously, because they learn a lot at this age, but they're going to catch up very quickly at this age group. It's when they're in some of the years that are key that it becomes a bit harder.
Well, Sam's just missed his SATs, and he goes to high school in September, so that's going to be fun. But we didn't get the school that he wanted, so we had to appeal for that.
Yeah.
That was an absolute roller coaster of a ride trying to get that done. But we won the appeal. That we found out that this week. So he's going to the school. He's going to the school which is easiest, and it's got the better Ofsted reports, hasn't it?
And SEND needs.
And he's got the SEND needs which he needs. So. And I noticed Nigel's in there. I might have a word with Nigel actually about his SEND needs, because I know Nigel does that sort of thing.
Oh, does he?
Does he?
Yeah.
Does Nigel work in a school?
I believe so. Nigel? Yeah, I think he does. I think I've heard him say that.
He's the caretaker.
He's a care. So he can do odd jobs and maintenance and stuff then.
Yeah.
What Baz can't.
Goodbye, Barry.
Nigel can come round and do DIY instead.
That's what he wants us to talk to him about. It's nothing to do with Sen.
He don't do DIY, bless him.
I don't.
You're not that way inclined.
I've got salesman hands, so
He's
that's
got
what I
delicate
say.
hands.
Delicate hands, yeah.
Girly hands. So,
Like a computer
I think-
hands.
Let me, hang on, bear with.
Where are you going?
Where am I going? Is this your notepad?
No, it's the other one.
Oh, we could ask you some little questions, couldn't we?
I think we know some of them, not quite well.
Well, I can't remember any.
We said we're just going to have a need to go and chat, but we'll ask you some questions.
Okay, go on then.
So, right. So lockdown's finished, everything's gone back to normal. What's the first destination abroad on holiday that you take the family to? You can go tomorrow. Where are you going?
Ooh.
Mexico.
Yeah, if we could afford it, we'd go Mexico.
Yeah.
We went to Mexico. We've never been. I'd like to go to Mexico. My mum and dad have been to Cancun a couple of times. I really would like to go. Have you been?
Yeah, we went to Playa del Carmen before the kids.
Okay. Excellent. So I would love to go.
Hello. What is this?
You're paying.
Hello.
We were due to go to. We should be in Egypt right now, actually.
No, we shouldn't.
Oh.
No, we shouldn't. End of the month. Sorry, we should be the end of July. We should be in Egypt. We never wanted to go to Egypt. It was a choice that was landed upon us. It was either Egypt or Turkey, because we had a holiday cancelled to Montenegro. We wanted to go somewhere new and somewhere different, and Montenegro just started opening up with TUI. They just opened a family complex, which we were really looking forward to going, and it wasn't ready in time.
No, it wasn't, was it?
And because we'd booked it the year before, the prices of going at the time then, we could have probably picked a lot of different places. It was an expensive holiday. We could have probably gone to Mexico or Cuba, but because it was getting quite close to the time, the holiday prices had gone mad as well. We then all of a sudden, our holiday that we paid for, we couldn't afford to go to those places, which we could have done previously, but we wanted to go somewhere new. So the choices we had, which we were really upset with at the time, was Egypt or Cuba. Turkey. We ended up in a place, a Magic Life Hotel in Egypt.
Hurghada, yeah.
But it was about an hour south of Hurghada. It's between Masr Alam and Hurghada, so right in the middle of the desert. And this place was an oasis. It was incredible. It was absolutely incredible.
Any camels?
There was camels.
There
yeah.
were camels.
There were camels.
They were smelly camels, Barry.
So we booked the holiday to go back this year, and obviously cancelled again. So
Literally.
we're going to give up on it now for a while, I think, until things settle down.
Yeah.
So
Well, we're going to Weymouth, aren't we?
Yes.
End of August.
yeah.
To a haven site.
Oh, nice. It'd be nice to
So
get away.
it'll be interesting how much of it is open though, and what we've got access to. But even just stopping in a caravan and just going down the beach every day, we're happy doing that.
Yeah. Anything, I think, just to get out, isn't it? Just, if we had something booked, I wouldn't even mind where we would be going.
No.
But I think because it's just that uncertainty of what's going to happen when you get there. So we're going to leave it until next year, aren't we? Just see what happens.
I can move the holiday until up to October next year, so I think we're going to go October half term next year.
Well, if you think about it, you can have double the holiday you was going to have, because the money that you'd save for a holiday next year, add it to what you've already got.
Yeah,
That's
we could-
it. Mauritius
better
then,
holiday.
Barry.
Exactly.
We could do, but I've got the commission thing right on the back of my mind playing that, hold on a minute, I don't know how busy it's going to be at work over the next few months, so let's see how that goes first. So I think it's quite nice that the amount that we've got towards the holiday will pay for that easily, and I haven't got to worry about putting more money to it. Was my thought process. So.
Well, we just brought a new boiler. I mean, how adulty is that? Literally.
That's wild.
Oh, it's
They're not
it's
cheap
wild.
either, are they?
No, yeah, 3.2, I think.
Yeah, not cheap.
Oh, it's ridiculous. But that does include labour and stuff, doesn't it?
I'd hope so.
Yeah. So,
I'll get
Honestly.
Nige round.
oh, it's ridiculous. How boring. It's boring.
Yeah. Have you guys got any question, Beth? As we're fragrance heads, and you have to deal with quite a lot there. You've got this anomaly on your hands. Sorry, Barry. Have you got any questions for us at all?
I don't know.
She's been put on the spot.
Yeah, I'm
now.
on the spot now.
Sorry.
What other
I'll
questions?
come back next time.
Okay, write them down. We have to write ours down because our memory doesn't work. So if we get a guest
Now
on,
we're
it's
in
really
live
hard
chat.
to keep the flow going without going right. So we do write things down, try and keep some sort of structure and flow to it, because you do go blank. You really do.
So I've got a
I
question.
have no clue, Sam.
What got you into fragrance, Barry? Because I've asked Tony this, and it's not a set answer, is it? Really? So it'd be interesting to see what made you get into fragrance, Barry.
It's a strange one, because for years I used to have 3-4 fragrances, which I used to rotate. And then it was only, we went to a friend's house, didn't we? And he gave me a decant of some Jo Malone. And it just blew me away when I smelt it. Well, that's completely different to anything that I've smelt before. And then you start going onto the wormhole of YouTube, and you just get deeper and deeper. And once you start finding channels and they're saying, oh, you get this from this, you get compliments for this blows you away. It's like, hang on a minute. So then you want to smell more, and then the more you smell, the more you just deeper you get.
So what did you tell Beth straight away that you were into fragrance, or did you hide it like Tony and then have a coming out moment?
No, it wasn't quite like that.
He hasn't confessed, have you?
No.
No.
Never confessed.
Are you a closet, Barry? Have you been closeted?
He couldn't fit in for the fragrances.
Oh dear. Was there ever a moment where you thought, oh, I don't know if I can carry this on? Like, this is a lot of work. Because Tony, because obviously you work full time, don't you?
Yeah.
Do you ever get to the point where sometimes you're a bit like, can I carry this on with the kids as well?
Yeah,
Do you
it can be
You
difficult.
did at
can't
start, didn't you?
Yeah, there was quite a few times. I mean, Tony knows as well. When I first started, I got quite a few hateful comments on YouTube, and it's like I went to Tony and said, "Well, have you had this sort of thing?" And it proper knocked me back because I'm not the most confident person anyway. Not when it comes to talking in front of a camera. And I spoke to Tony, I spoke to Kevin, I spoke to a few other people, and they just told me you've just got to ignore it because these sort of people are out there, and they're just out there for a reaction.
Oh, 100%. It's hard though, isn't it? It's
But
hard to...
It was people like Tony that pushed me into doing this, really. Seeing Tony first start up. Because obviously I'd watched Chris, I'd watched Steve, some Frags to Riches, which are like UK based, so you could relate to them more. But then when Tony started up, and then just after it, Kevin started up, it was like the inspiration for me to have a go at it. Yeah. So they're to blame, really. So
yeah, I think it's all your fault, Tony.
Sorry,
End of chat.
Goodbye.
Please forgive me.
all the blame keeps going back to Tony for everything.
Yeah, I don't mind. I will say I've got wide shoulders, but they're not that wide. They can't take too much weight. I'll crumble. But no, thank you, Barry, for that. You know what? It means an awful lot that it took a lot for me to do it to start with. I found it. Was I almost a little bit too proud to do it? I felt a little bit embarrassed. I didn't tell anybody at work because I work in an environment that's really male dominated. There's a lot of banter that flies around, and I give it out probably more than anyone as well. So I'm as bad as anyone else.
Same with me.
So when you give it out, you've got to be able to take it back. And you know what? I don't think there's many people that could take it back as well as I do. I get a lot of stick, but I'm the one that throws the ball up for people to just bat away. I do it purposely. I do it a lot. And you'll notice that sometimes I'll set myself up waiting for someone to take the mick out of me. I enjoy it. So when I do get the odd troll, which is very rare, I actually don't mind it. I find it quite funny. I don't take it too seriously. Where I would draw the line is if it involves children.
I think the hardest thing for me is when they're attacking something that you can't change.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about as well. I remember it, Barry. And I told you that's the sort of thing they'll attack as well.
You get comments about certain things on your channel, like some of the graphics, things like that, which it's no biggie, you know what I mean? I've even changed some things because of what certain people have said, because they're just highlighting and they're being constructive about it. But as soon as they start getting nasty and they start talking about things you can't change, then I'll draw the line at that.
Yeah. But they're the sort of things that people zone in on, aren't they?
They are. Yeah.
But they're just keyboard warriors anyway. I mean, there are probably some nerdy... Well,
you have some,
probably some people.
I think that you've got to be quite unhappy in your life and quite spiteful to leave horrible comments about someone else. Yeah. We gossip about people at work occasionally. They're probably watching, but it's never with any ill intention in terms of we're not malicious people, because we are very happy in our life. I am anyway. I don't know about you.
Well,
we're really happy in our life, and I think that makes you quite a content person.
Stop taking it out of my ear.
I think it makes it quite. Makes you quite content, and then I think if you're a content person, the way you talk and behave with other people is better, isn't it? I think. Yeah. And I think there's some people out there that haven't got maybe that love or attention or other stuff in their life going on, and I think they need an outlet. And I think unfortunately social media is such an easy way for people to get rid of anything that they don't like about themselves. Really
gives them a voice, doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's sad. It's a sad world we live in. But you know what? We're prepared. I'm a bit more prepared than Becca, I think, because I am really, really thick-skinned. I come from a big family. I come from, even my mum and dad, my nan and granddad, people took the mickey out of me.
You're all boys, aren't you?
Yeah, and I went to an all-boys school, and there's nothing worse in terms of people taking the mick and the banter and bullying and everything as well. it's prepared me for this, I think, massively. And
Yeah.
if anyone ever has any trouble or needs any advice with it, I think honestly, you can always just drop me a line like Barry did, and I will happily talk you through it and give you some really, hopefully, some sound advice of how you can handle it without making yourself look bad. So, and I do mean that. I feel that I need to stick up for everyone. I'm quite a protective person, and
Uncle Tony.
I want to go and beat everyone up, Barry. So if anyone starts on you, come and go knocking on my door. I'm not even hard. I'm not even a hard guy, but you know, I just get really passionate about this, and I'm waffling and getting whacked on the leg.
Just shut up. Just going on
I
and
do go
on.
Watching hear me.
So,
Yeah.
can you ask Evie another question for me?
Yeah.
Let's ask Evie a question.
Go on,
Hi,
let's go.
Evie. Hello. Right. So, when you go back to school, what would be your first lesson that you would like to go back to? What's your favourite subject?
My favourite subject is art.
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 Yes.
That was my favourite in school, and I'm not even lying. That was my favourite. Are you a good drawer? Can you draw well?
Yeah, she's a very good drawer.
Excellent.
Like a mom.
What?
So,
Like a mum.
Mummy,
Just 100 times better.
You can't even draw a straight line.
a straight line takes some skill.
Generations.
Have you got any questions for Evie?
My
Because I can't draw a
question.
straight line.
Who, Evie, do you watch anybody on YouTube? Who are your favourite YouTubers? Do you have any?
Yeah,
Who
Quite
are
a
they?
quite a lot. Sophie Dossie,
Yeah,
the Ribka twins.
yeah.
There's the
Tiana.
Australian ones.
Oh,
Oh,
not
Norris
Oh,
Nuts.
The Norris nuts.
Oh, Phoebe loves Norris nuts. So we have a little daughter called Phoebe.
Yes, she's seen her.
Oh, yeah. So she loves Norris nuts, and Tiana. She watches them all the time.
You don't watch Tiana as much now, do you?
No.
Well, she's
You
got
used to
her
watch
older
her.
channel now, hasn't she? She's grown up quite a lot, hasn't she?
Yeah, and have you seen their house, how it's developed?
Oh,
they've moved.
Yeah, they've moved again, haven't they?
Yeah.
Have
I
they?
Did you
also
see-
watch Sis versus Bro.
who? Sorry.
Sis versus Bro.
Oh, Phoebe watches those as well. Do they have a little baby?
Yes.
Yes, Phoebe watches them as well. Are they American?
French, aren't they? Or Dutch or something.
I forgot.
They live in France, I
I
think.
think they're French.
Do they?
Yeah, I think so.
Ah.
Their,
Yes.
their dad is French. I think.
Oh, okay. And they have their little baby. Is it a sister?
So they're part French.
Mhm.
They have a baby sister. Yeah, Phoebe watches them all the time.
The new
But I
house is
remember-
really improved.
I know. Have you seen when Tiana first started? Did you
Oh,
see
really?
her
I haven't
house
done
when
to
she
get
first
Yeah.
started YouTube?
Yeah.
Honestly,
That
it's
house,
ridiculous.
that house is insane.
Yeah.
I've got a little bit of advice for Chris actually, because have you seen the way Chris's channel has gone in the last couple of episodes?
Yeah.
Can you imagine the success he could have if he went down that line? With
Oh, vlogging.
Yeah.
his
Big
photography
time.
skills? I see a massive
Now I know
opening
they can
for him
hear
now.
me.
You watched that video,
Yeah,
didn't you, when
yeah.
they went to the waterfall?
Becca would openly admit,
Right,
Barry,
yeah.
don't be offended, mate. She doesn't watch any fragrance videos. She doesn't even watch mine. She likes.
She rarely does as well.
No, she joins in the live. She enjoys that because she can usually take the mick out of me and other people. But she doesn't usually
anyone
watch
seen
actual
my
videos.
channel?
And she's watched the last couple of videos from Chris. And I think you've been secretly quite really impressed, haven't you? With the,
I
with
think
the
it's
skills.
just not that.
About fanboying. Sorry.
It's I don't choose not to watch them.
Mhm.
I don't have the time to sit.
She's bored of them.
Shut up. I don't have the time to sit and watch them because by the time I get in, it's
Yeah, I would tell you what.
6, half 6. The boys have been here all day, so they're like literally hounding me as soon as I get through the door. What's for dinner? By the time I've cooked dinner, I've sorted Phoebe's out. I've put her to bed. It's like 9, half 9, and I just want to just watch some rubbish on TV.
You like
So-
to read, don't you, to chill out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't watch YouTube or anything.
I
No,
love
I think
YouTube. How do
it's
you
a
not
little
watch
bit
it?
different for mums. I'm not being sexist at all,
Who else
but I
would
think
you-
mums are a little bit more preoccupied with what goes on around the house. So when we do have that time, it's less time than probably what you boys have to watch these things. But I think Chris's last 2 videos are just something completely different, and I think people are interested in other people's lives without being too nosy. These channels like Tiana and I mean Norris nuts some more gaming, but these channels like the Ingham families that Phoebe watches as well, which is just an English family that vlog their life. I think people enjoy other people's families for some weird reason.
I think you said, didn't you, about Chris's video? He never actually mentioned fragrances much during it.
No.
And it's a fragrance channel.
Very
Just the way it was shot, the scenery, just even like the way the kids were like running in slow motion, just everything about it was just so well done.
Yeah, I don't think there's any vloggers that, without using a professional company, that could get it quite to the level, which is I think why there's a massive opening for him, because if he can stick to his style that we all know and incorporate that family life, it might turn some fragrance reviewers off and they'll say, oh, he's going away from it, but it will open up a whole new world for him. And I don't think he even needs to start a new channel. I think he can use his base that he's got, because people like us families, we would watch it. And we would watch every video. I know we would, and I think he's found something quite exciting. I really do. And
but the one with his 2 children in, when they were like testing the sweet samples, that was just hilarious. Evie watched that one and she loved it.
She's
But
so animated.
I think you mentioned about it, Tony, before, where you said normally when you're doing like a video with one of your children, you're telling them to sit straight, you're telling them to concentrate, you're telling them to do this, do that. And he just let it go, didn't he? He just let them off the leash and do what they want. And I think that's something that I could learn, and just let the kids do what they want. As long as we get the message across.
Yes.
Not every other day of the week.
Yes.
no, I think we need to give them some more time and just enjoy them on that channel and see what they come out with, because I think people will laugh at it. They'll laugh at our discomfort, Barry. If they can physically see that we're not enjoying it, they'll love it even more.
I think it's hard though. I don't know about you, but I don't necessarily like Phoebe on his channel a lot, because I just worry who is watching, and maybe, you know, these families who have millions of subscribers, it's like Tiana, they obviously have somebody monitoring the comments, monitoring and editing the videos. So having Phoebe on Tony's channel, when we don't have that monitoring, I think it gives me a little bit of anxiety, because I don't know who's watching. I don't know who's then going to be saying stuff, whether they're going to be, you know, saying stuff about my child. And I think it's then where you have to kind of, you know, tone me back down, because if anybody says anything about my child, that's it. I turn into this like monster. So I think I have to relay that to Tony, not in a horrible way of saying, no, you're not having Phoebe on, but in a way that these massive, massive channels have companies monitoring that stuff all the time. They have the editors, they have people looking after it, they delete comments all the time. So I think I'm a little bit more sort of protective about you having feeds on more than what you are.
Yeah, I think because I know I'm monitoring it, Becca isn't monitoring my channel, so she can't control. And I think not having that control when her daughter effectively is on screen with me, I think that doesn't help. But I'm a little bit more relaxed about it, because I'm in control of it. I can control what comments people see, and I can delete and block and do things. So I'm not as worried because I'm monitoring it. But
I
no.
think it's that fine line, isn't it, of how you grow to adapt. And these families do adapt. These families have to adapt because that is their main source of income. And when you have over 10 million subscribers,
But at the same time, I mean, Evie started a channel called Glitzy Sparkles, but you can't have comments on there. You can't. People can't. Well, people can subscribe, but then they can't put the notification bell on because it's a child's channel.
yeah,
And like they've took a lot of the things away. Well, surely if someone this age has got a channel, their parents are the ones that are creating it and they're monitoring it.
Yeah.
What's the name of the channel, Barry?
Glitzy Sparkles.
I'll go and subscribe for you. So you've got another
Bless you.
subscriber.
She wants to say hello to a cousin. Her cousin's on there, isn't she? You say hello to her then.
Hi, Gina.
But no, it's nice of you to come on, Barry. We've got. Should we look at some of the comments? Can you see the comments from where you are or not?
Yeah, I can see them. Yeah.
Okay. I think we have been getting quite a few comments up. So I'd like to go back to some of the people in the comments, if that's okay. We've got Hillary in the house, I noticed. So hi, Hillary. Thanks for joining us. Everyone was saying hello to Hillary. Matt has put about the negative comments. These people don't have the guts to try and achieve something themselves. So they belittle anyone who does in the hope that no one achieves anything that they can't. And I think that's quite quite sensible.
Well said, Matt.
Yeah, very well said. And Claire's put trolls live in caves or in mummy's basement.
it's very true.
Paul's put Barry's top notch. Anyone who enjoys spreading negativity, I will never understand. So you are top notch, Barry. I call them social rejects. So yeah, a lot of comments on that subject. I think it's got. I imagine Tony's natural musk is a bit like dill pickles. He's so random, isn't he, Luke? Luke is the most random person.
And Luke, I did notice the comment earlier from Luke that he's only started a channel so as he could troll us too.
I think he's fanboying.
Yeah, I noticed that Luke also put, because she doesn't watch much YouTube, Luke's put, that's good to know. Now I can smack talk about Bex on my channel anytime and not one.
Yeah.
Great thinking, Luke. And Da Vinci's Alchemist, so Brandon's put, my girlfriend hardly watches my channel either. So you're not the only one, Brandon. Don't worry about it. So it's top 10 beef, Bex's beast for the next video, Luke. Time flies on YouTube. Yeah, it does. Have you noticed that, Barry? If you're doing a live or you're just watching something, the time just flies by. We said that we'd come off at about 7:30. It's 7:20 already. We started about 6:05. So the time is.
I'm going to be putting the kids to bed soon.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you mean, no?
I want to go to bed.
Is that Gina who Evie said hello to in the comments? Is
Yeah.
Okay.
That's their cousin, yeah.
Hello, Gina.
Oh, we got one here. What's on Barry's wish list if there's anything left?
I got quite a few on my wish list, and
Beth.
I blame Chris for one, and that's Enigma.
Okay, that's a big one though. That's going to be a special occasion one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I got the sample for it, and I love it. It's really nice. I tried
It's only about £40 that one though, so you'd be asking.
26, I think.
£26.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool, wicked.
It's in his basket, probably.
Yeah.
So,
That's Marcus.
Beth,
Yes.
when Barry buys one, do you get anything in return? So, is that how it works?
Yeah,
so
I get to smell it.
Oh.
Whether you want to or not, it's just like, try that.
Yeah, and it's normally sprayed on my pillow.
There's been quite a few comments about the pillow.
That one the other day with the 30.
No,
What was that?
16 fragrances,
Oh,
big squirt.
You got
That
the
was
big
on my
In the
pillow.
bedroom, so she said when she went to bed.
I had 16 fragrances on my pillow.
So
Might as well
that's
just make
Claire's
it
fault,
worse
that
by
one.
putting toilet on it.
Chris has dropped in. I think his ears were burning and put just stopping by. Can't stay long. Hi, Chris. Thanks for joining. Oh, Maya, bless her, she's just subbed to Evie. So if anyone's
Oh,
watching, go and sub to Evie. We have 27 people watching. It'd be lovely if you could go and follow Glitzy Sparkles. There we go.
Glitzy
And that's-
sparkle.
And that was written down with a sparkly pen.
Yeah. Which smells actually. What's it smell like? They're meant to
It's
smell.
Oud.
I think it's watermelon. Oh no, sour apple jelly.
There we go. Lovely.
Baz will be buying some of them tomorrow.
Hang on. Sugar Rush. That's Phoebe's pen. Don't tell her I've used it.
Barry will
It's a
never
sour
write.
apple smelling pen that Phoebe's got.
Ooh.
Ooh.
We shouldn't have told them. Barry won't write with anything else ever again. I'm going to find him an Oud one and send it to him in the post.
I don't mind doing that much. It's
Oh.
Beth that doesn't like it.
I don't like it at all.
I'm going to send it to Beth then. Right, who else have we got that said hello? So,
Talking review on at 9:30.
yes, obviously, if you don't get your fix from this live, join Nick's live. There's something quite special going on, Barry. Do you want to talk us through that?
Yeah, I've sent Dan, who's the funny guy, out the the 4 from Talk and Review, and I've sent him 12 samples. So there's a few nice ones in there, and then there's Dare to Wear perfumes, which include some horrible ones, absolutely rank ones,
before.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm definitely gonna read that.
including Secretions Magnifique and
Which one takes
Sombre
us more now? Yeah.
and
Well,
Sombre.
Oh, no.
I'll show her when we finish that one, Barry. I think they give the kids nightmares.
Hang on a minute.
Yeah.
Even just the name, Secretions.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
okay.
Things like sweat and that in there.
Oh, what? Why did you
And
do sweat?
And blood accord.
What?
Yeah.
Blood accord.
Mm.
And there's vomit accord and all sorts in them.
What the hell?
And Dan's going to be smelling this later.
Oh, I
Dan's going to
love
be
it.
smelling it.
Ah, yes.
I will be headphones in, pocket again, and I'm going to be dying to be comments. If you see the odd comment left by me, you know what I'm doing at work. I'm hiding behind.
You know he's at the cake section.
Yeah, I'm hiding behind the Mr. Kipling, just writing a little comment quickly before I get told off. Hopefully, they're not watching this going to tell me off anyway. We've got a couple of questions in there, I've noticed. We've got Claire's put, what's Beth's favourite perfume?
I quite like Flower Bomb.
Yeah,
You
excellent.
like Vitor's one, don't you?
Oh yes, the Baccarat Rouge
Oh, yes, that's
from
my favourite.
Rosa Salas.
Yeah.
Yep.
013, Becca really likes that too.
Yeah, that is my absolute favourite. Yeah.
And it just beasts off you all day.
Yeah, it does.
All
Yeah.
day.
If I walk in the office and then I walk back out and somebody comes in the meantime, they know I'm there.
Yeah. Honestly.
It
I've got
leaves a massive
the,
scent trail, doesn't it?
It does so much to the point where as I was putting the washing in the machine, I could smell Baccarat Rouge as I was putting the washing into the machine.
It's lovely. It is lovely.
And
I think
people
you get
have-
that as well with Purple Gourmand. That leaves a wonderful trail
Yeah.
Yeah, it
behind her
does.
as well.
You really like that as well, don't we?
Yeah.
That is probably, I mean, something that we both wear equally would either be Baccarat Rouge or would be that. You haven't
Yeah.
really gone to the Chronic yet, which has surprised me.
Well, not after I got abused because I damaged his label, didn't I, Barry? I dared him go near it ever again.
Water damage.
Barry, how would you have felt about that? Come on, be honest.
Just a label.
What happened?
She ruined the labels on one of his fragrances.
It was just a label.
Not just any
Yeah.
fragrance, though. Not just any fragrance.
Oh, hello.
Is that all? I think that was going to be your comment,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
It's one of
Isn't
my
it just-
favourite fragrances, and also it's.
Joining.
I'd only just got the bottle. I'd not even taken any pictures of it myself. And Becky
Just a
decides to ruin
label. Just a
Yeah.
label.
it. Still
Print
not
another
happy
one.
about that.
Yeah, you can
just
print
put
another
another
one, sorry.
Right, so have we got anything else? I think there was a couple. Barry should be praised for his promotion of other YouTubers. Yes, Barry, I mean, you don't have to talk to us about why, but obviously, I don't know how you find the time to do it. I really don't. I commend you in finding that time because to find new channels. I know I do it on Instagram, but for me it's easy because I get people following me and I simply have to take the screenshot if I want to follow them back, and I think there's someone that other people I'd like to follow, especially if they're new. So if I see someone that's got, I'll get really excited if if they've got one follower, for example.
Get out, babe.
And I'm not getting out. No, it's talking about. So
Please don't get it out.
I'm not going to, don't worry. You'll run for your life. So, Loch Ness Monster. No, right.
Get out. Calm down.
Apologies.
Take
I
a
get
breath.
really excited when there is one person following someone new on Instagram, and I take the screenshot, and I think that's excellent. I've been one of the first persons to follow them, and I love the idea of them gaining followers because I know how much that would have meant to me when I started. And I don't think there's many people that have actually done that for me. There have been people that have supported me, people like Nigel and Matt at Pocket Sense supported me a lot. Early on, Steve from Fragdicted supported me. So I had a couple of really good supporters, but I had no one reposting anything of mine or saying follow this person. So for me to do that, it means an awful lot, genuinely. How do you find these new YouTubers? Because I just haven't got time to sift through them. It's brilliant.
Well, it's because of people like yourself and Kevin who supported me in the initial stages of YouTube that you realise you need that support. And then when you and John start, well, I think it was John who initially started it on.
It
Instagram.
was John. Yeah.
I had a word with John about it, and I said, "How would you feel if I started it on YouTube?" And he said, "Great idea."
Yeah.
So, I mean, I do a lot of networking on YouTube. I go to a lot of channels, put a lot of comments, put a lot of work in, and a lot of people then come back and they give that same love back to you, and that's how you find the new channels. If you go onto a smaller channel and you see them tagging somebody new, then you go and check them out and get sub to them, and then. I mean, I'm doing quite a few tags. I filmed 4 tags the other day. And for each tag that I do, I tag 4 people. So I'm just trying to do someone different each time. And the latest video of the up and coming and new YouTubers, I think there's how many? I think there's 16 or 15 or 16 in the latest video.
Oh wow! Still a huge amount coming through then. I mean, it's a massive
loads,
community,
and that's under 100 subs. Even Jon Snow's in this one.
Is he? Is he really?
even though he claims it's just a backup for his Instagram videos. Yeah, whatever, John.
I don't think I've spoken to anyone about this band, but it does the work you put in doesn't go unnoticed. I really do notice, because I've been getting back at awkward times at night, and I notice that you'll be in a chat that I join and we say hello to each other. Yeah. I know you work some nights, but I find the work you put in, the work ethic, there's not many people putting the hours that you're putting in, mate. And I think that's brilliant. I got to make sure your family time's right. Dad, just call me Dad here. But I know you're doing it a lot of the time while you're working as well, so that can be forgiven. But yeah, they're not watching. It's fine. They're not watching. But no, I think I really do notice it doesn't go unnoticed the amount of work you put in. I know it's important to network. I know how important that is. And if you go onto one person's channel and leave a comment and say hi, watching. It's really important for your channel too, and you know that. It comes back at you, doesn't it? It really does. The work you comes back at you, and you're seeing that.
Even going onto some of the bigger channels, I mean, they can't comment on they can't respond to every comment that's put on there. No, and some of the questions that they ask, sometimes if I go and answer that question for them, it might give them some interest in my channel.
Yeah.
Who knows?
No, I think I can speak for a lot of people in our little community of how much work I think you're putting in. So commend you on that. Beth, he is doing something good. I know it's a strange hobby, but
It's not painting or decorating though, is it?
it's not, no. But he is. You got a good one.
You're going to give me a bad name.
He's a good guy. So, have you got any plans for the rest of? Obviously, you're going away. Have you got any plans for the rest of your summer holidays?
Probably
Just
not.
taking each day at the minute.
I mean, if we can try and sort some day trips for the kids.
Yeah, we normally very busy,
Yeah.
aren't we? But
Yeah.
I just can't plan anything at the moment, can you?
No,
You just don't know
exactly.
from one week to the next.
I mean, I saw that a lot of the theme parks had reopened, but then people having to go on rides wearing a mask. Well, I struggle to breathe on them sort of rides anyway. But to have to wear a mask as well. I don't know how I'd do it.
I can't see.
You'd be coming back round like this.
Everybody be passing out because they can't get enough air.
Richard. Oh, so our dogs have come and said hello. Richard in the chat has asked a good question, Barry, but I don't think you could answer this one. I definitely can. Any tips of setting a budget and sticking to it?
No.
Not getting in trouble.
No, Richard, there is a great
Pass.
tip. Make a list. Make a list. Put everything on that list that you want. And it might seem a really big list, but just stick to anything you're going to buy, only buy off that list, is what I would say. Now, the list might change, and I've had 3 or 4 lists this year, and I've changed them again. But I feel that I've achieved something if I've got something just off my list rather than just going and buying stuff for the sake of it. So I would say if you're worried about a budget, stick to a budget. I will speak about someone else that's been very supportive to both our channels, and that's Russell. Russell has, he was buying a lot of fragrances, and his wife then came to him and said, look, how about you just buy one that you really want at Christmas? Not Christmas.
Just at Christmas. That sounds about right.
Bear in one sec.
The dogs are coming in. Phoebe's opened the
Dogs
door,
even.
and it's just carnage. Absolute carnage.
You see
There we
my 2
go.
dogs.
No.
Problem solved. And one of them is Yappy.
The
As
banana?
That one.
Evie wants to see your dogs.
Right on cue. There we go. Tony is trying to wrestle with them right now, literally.
Yeah, baby.
What did you do
Okay.
this morning?
No, they're quite small, the dogs.
They are very small. They're just very fluffy, so they look bigger than what they actually are.
One's
Sorry,
like a teddy bear.
Like Coco.
Yeah.
Yeah, one's
And
called
she's like,
Teddy,
"It's over."
and
One's
then
called
one's called
Teddy.
Jackson.
Oh,
And
that's
Jackson is
nice.
the Yeti one.
So,
So-
sorry about that. Yeah, Russell basically said that he's allowed one a month. He's just put it in the comments, and his wife has allowed him to get a better fragrance once a month, which I think is a good way of sticking to a budget.
And a sneaky bargain every now and again. I've just seen his comment.
So I think what we'll do, because we've got kids to get to bed, you've got kids to get to bed.
Evie wants to ask you a question before you go.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
no,
Evie.
that's fine.
You know, when you started YouTube,
Yep.
were you nervous?
Oh, Evie, yes, I was very, very nervous. I had to really, really edit my video because of all my waffling. I'll tell you something, everyone knows I waffle, but there's something I do that's even worse than waffling. If I'm trying to get my words out, I go, or I go, So my early videos, I had to edit all those ums and ands out because I waffle and I didn't know what to say. So there's lots of ands in my video and I had to get rid of them all.
You should
So
make
I
a video with all the ums and ands in. And make a tune out of it.
That'd be hilarious. They're deleted and gone now. I don't keep that stuff.
I'd like a popular
But no,
song or
that was a
something.
great question, Evie. Thank you. Are you nervous about your channel? Do you get nervous?
Yeah.
Do you? Well, what I would say to you is just be yourself and just have fun with it. And people will like that. Just laugh and have fun and don't treat it too seriously. Just have lots of fun. All right?
That's what we need to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, lovely question. Thank you.
Do you
That's
have
fine.
any questions for us
Bye.
before we end the stream?
I
question.
can't.
I don't think so.
No, you know us quite well, Barry. It's fine.
Yeah, we do.
Are you both up for meeting on a like a FragCon thing? Could we get Beth along as well? If we
I'm
were
pretty
to,
sure Beth would come, wouldn't you?
Definitely.
if we were to have a bit of a party somewhere,
Yeah.
you up for that? Yeah. So it's
Need
not
to
all
let
going to be
our
about
hair down.
fragrance. I think
That's all right then.
we can forget fragrance a little bit and just have a bit of a party. What do you reckon? I think that'd be a great
Yeah.
idea. I think
Yeah.
we will try and get something arranged. I don't want to be the organizer because I'm too busy.
Somebody else do it.
We'll nominate someone else. Everyone's hiding in the chat. Everyone's gone all of a sudden. But no, it's been thanks for coming on, Barry. That's very
Yeah.
unexpected.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, it's
You're
been
the
great,
mystery
thank you.
guest. Mystery to us and mystery to the people
Yeah.
in the chat. Are you going on Talk and Review channel later, or are you just going to be in the comments?
I don't think so. The last time I went on there, and I was still on there at 1 o'clock in the morning, she nearly come down about 3 times to have a go at me because I was too loud.
He just talks like it's the middle of the day and it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Talks too loud, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like a teenager on his gaming
Yeah.
console.
You know, in the video when we did the Gallivant one,
Yes.
Beth went crawling past.
I'm always crawling around.
Someone
I
noticed.
think I see that. I think I did notice that. I didn't
I
say
put it in
anything.
chat.
Becca was in the chat. I think because that was going on a bit late. When we ended it, we chatted for a while as well, didn't we?
Yeah.
And Becca was like, I think she texted me and said, "Hurry up." So you know the little line about my son wanting to go to the toilet.
Yeah.
It's like, hurry up.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
But
You
no,
can be honest. You can be honest with us, Tony.
I know. I can let all my secrets out. It's fine. just give people more ammo, doesn't it?
That's
Oh,
it.
there you are.
Hello.
Well, thank you very much, Barry, for coming on. And
You're welcome.
we better get
Thanks for having us.
little people to bed.
Yeah.
Because Phoebe's got an early start. She's coming to work with me and then going to Nanny and Grandad's.
She is, yeah.
So,
Can I
yeah.
just quickly before I go tell you about a few lives? So we've got Barry I don't think he'll be making a guest appearance because he'll get in trouble. But we've got Talk and Review, so Nick and Ant, and we'll also have Dan on there tonight as well. That will be a lot of fun. I'll be in my pocket listening to that. We have Nigel, I believe, is going to be doing Friday night this week.
Yeah.
We will be back next Sunday. It will be a bit later this Sunday because we've got someone on that can only make it a little bit later, but it will be a good one, well worth joining. So I hope
That
that
means
doesn't clash.
American.
Well, it might not. It might be a job. It might be a job, but I'll let you.
A job?
It might be that they work, Barry. You know.
Oh, what, on a Sunday?
On a
I work
Sunday?
Sundays. I work Sundays. And
You normally give it away anyway, Tony.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Normally just lets it out.
I'm not saying anymore. And then I've also got a live planned with some lovely ladies. I have yet to confirm a few, but the plan is to have 6 or 7 ladies on with a chat, yet to find a subject. And then there's one more that you'll be involved in, Barry.
Yeah.
And you know what that will be. So what are we going to be talking about in that one?
We're going to do the Mason Margiela Discovery set.
We are. And that will be probably on Saturday night again, because it just seems to be a night that we can all make it. So, but no, thanks for everybody in the chat for joining us. We had a few people in the chat, lovely people as always.
Yeah, thanks everybody.
Thank you, Beth, for coming on.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Lovely to
Nice-
see
Thank
you.
you.
Nice to see you, children. Lovely to see you.
Everybody wave.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
See you later.
Take care.
See you later.
Bye. Right, everybody.
Oh, this piece.
Please, do you want to come and say hello to everyone before we go?
There you are.
There you are. So, thanks for joining us, everybody. I'll let Becca say goodbye and do a cheers. I've spoken too much. I get a bit excited, especially with people I really like. So,
You need to breathe. Right, calm down.
what did we do this evening, Phoebe? What happened to Mummy and her dinner? Do you want to tell a little story about what happened?
Basically, Daddy.
Do you want to come in between us so you can talk to the camera a little bit more? You come in there.
So basically, Daddy went to Peterborough after his work. He went to go get some dinner.
Yeah.
So he got me some chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
He got a burger for himself.
Yeah.
And got some chicken for Mummy.
Yeah.
And so basically Mummy was like, oh, there's toenails on this chicken leg.
It was a chicken leg, and I held it up, and it literally resembled a chicken leg, and I swear it had the little toenails on it. Oh, I didn't eat it. It went straight in the bin.
Yeah, and it had a little bit of pink on it. So me and Daddy.
What did we say? It was your idea. What did you do as a trick?
So I said to Daddy, I said, please may I tell you a secret? And I said, so my brother was at his friend's, and I told him, we could trick Mummy with saying that we're going to go pick Josh up.
And then what was your real plan?
And
She's going to get me some more dinner, wasn't it?
at KFC.
Literally.
So we tricked Mummy, and we said we're just going to pick Josh up, and Phoebe came with me. And
It sounded obvious though, because of you and
Oh,
your voice.
did I do it right? I was like, we're just going to go and pick Josh up. We're not going anywhere else, honest. And then we went to get Mummy a surprise dinner, didn't we?
Yeah.
And then we came back, and we only had like half an hour before we were due to come live.
Yeah. Now we've got to get you to bed.
Yep.
So thanks for joining, everybody.
Thank you. Thanks again.
We're going to wrap it up because it is getting very late. I've still got my meal preps to do. Yeah, you've got work. So we will see you all next week. And thanks for tuning in.
Thank you, everyone. Have
See
a
you later.
lovely evening. Enjoy your Smonday, which is now getting into Monday because it's Sunday to Monday. Do you get it?
Lovely.
Smonday, yeah. Enjoy. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
Bye. Happy Monday.